Welcome, folks. I am Jaby Koay, joined by ACHARA KIRK.
Yo.
We're looking at a brand new trailer called Chaos Walking, and it's starring Tom Holland as well as Daisy Ridley.
Okie doke.
It says in the description, a young man must protect a mysterious woman in a dystopian world where all the females have disappeared.
Oh.
It sounds like Why the Last Man in reverse. Oh, Nick Jonas is also in this.
Oh.
So, okay, here we go.
More like X, the last lady.
X the Last Lady. Here we go.
That was a terrible crash. We're lucky to be alive.
Whoa! Stop! Don't come any closer. It's a girl. Girl! Oh my God, girl. I'm sorry. No blonde hair. I've just never seen a girl before.
Who are you?
It's so loud here.
We call it the noise. Happened to all the men on this planet. Every thought in our heads on display.
Oh.
Where are all the women?
They're dead.
What is she thinking? Where the hell is her noise?
It's strange to see everything you're thinking. You know, it's strange for me too, not knowing what's going on in your head. I mean, I don't know, you might not like my dog, or you want to hit me over the head with a rock or something. I like your dog.
Stronger than he knows. You better watch your noise.
Snake.
Snake.
If those men catch you, they'll kill you. Get in the ground!
If you want to protect the girls, you have to leave now.
Keep you safe. Keep you safe.
With her power, there's no telling what he can do. I need that girl before she wants him. How many are coming? 100? 200?
Thousands.
What?
Women? Oh, aliens.
Young man, fight. Be quiet. And drive.
40.
Okay, Chara, so what happened there?
What? Are you confused?
I don't know exactly what happened there.
I think that's part of the thing, right? It's like there's a lot going on there.
I got the part where Daisy Ridley's the only woman he's ever seen ever, and their thoughts are projected in front of them.
Yes.
And so he's constantly having to fight with that because it's like a giveaway if they're trying to hide in secret, right? And,
Yeah.
And so he's like struggling. There's like that dynamic between the two of them. He can't see what she's thinking, and so he has to shepherd her to get her away because something's almost like the end of 28 Days Later, where these guys, I don't know what they want from her.
Yeah.
But it feels kind of like that.
It feels like she's got some sort of information that they want. I mean, I guess for me watching it, my first thought, seeing her as the only woman in a planet full of men, I was like, oh my God, the burden. And then like...
Queen bee.
Yeah, but you know, like my first thought was, oh my gosh, it's all about breeding and repopulation.
That was my first thought as well, yeah.
Yeah, like, and how difficult must it be to be the only woman on a planet with all of the men's thoughts projected at you? I wonder if that's gonna play into it at all, even minorly, but it seems like it's going in a different direction where, you know, she's this mysterious stranger who ends up there and perhaps she knows some sort of information and she is picking up on something about Tom Holland's character because it seemed like Mads Mikkelsen there was all like, oh, he mustn't know the extent of his power, and she is able to sense that and she's going to tell him like their relationship is problematic somehow and now they have to get away from the bad guys.
Well, she's going to help him tap into that power as well, right?
Exactly.
Like love. So it's very much a young adult novel kind of thing, right? I mean, the first man she happens upon is this young, handsome dude, Tom Holland, who falls for her and has to shepherd her out of here because he has to protect her.
Yeah.
Right?
I mean, no, I like it. I guess there is a sort of like young adult feel to it, but I just really like the whole sci-fi element of it because, I mean, I enjoy the genre, and I like the different things that they've got going on here. The fact that the men's thoughts are projected and then they're also visible, and how does that play into it? Because it seems like maybe Tom Holland's able to project like physical manifestations of his thoughts and do some cool things with that.
They didn't allude to why all the women died, right?
No.
Okay. I think this idea alone of men's thoughts being out there is fascinating to me because I've been an advocate of the ability to read each other's minds, to cut through all the BS, because I feel like there's so many mind games we play with each other because we can't read each other's minds, whether it's between the same sex or the opposite sex. I think more so between the opposite sex, where it's just like, if I could just read your mind, we could cut through all this like limitations of language. I could just see exactly what you're feeling and thinking, right?
Right.
And with this thought bubble that's constantly around you like a comic book, except everyone can read it, I feel like, wow, that's crazy. Just I don't know, what are the conundrums that come with that? Does it make anything easier in terms of communication?
I think it's almost worse because there's no privacy. Like you can't really filter your thoughts. Like maybe you don't want that person to know that thing yet. Right. And then suddenly it's like, you just let your thoughts out.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe there is a sense of freedom of, I'm an open book, like literally all my thoughts are out there, but it's also super dangerous, as shown in the trailer.
So gotta be some element of like Buddhist meditation factoring in here at some point where he has to close off his mind and like isolate himself from all thoughts. Clear your mind completely.
That's what I was thinking. I was like, oh, Tom Holland, you need to just do some meditation and quiet that mind of yours because it's getting you into trouble.
I was wondering what the heck they were talking about when it said forget everything you know. It's like maybe they're talking about for the moment. Forget everything you know so you're not thinking about anything. Because like when he was trapped in the bushes, it was obviously alluding to like some kind of danger element of him. I don't know if he was afraid or he wanted to go fight the creature.
Right,
And it kept projecting out and he's like, shut up. Like, you can imagine how hard that is because just like in Inception, if I tell you elephant and then don't think about it, the first thing you're gonna do is think about an elephant. Right? Was it an elephant? I think it was an elephant.
I don't know. But it's that fight or flight instinct, right? And they're just trying to hide. And his instinct is like, I wanna fight this thing. And she's like, be quiet.
Right.
It's really captivating. It looks really fun to me.
I want to understand that element of him being able to manifest it more, because if he's able to manifest some kind of lethal element with his thought bubble, does he really need to be that afraid when they're being chased down by these alien creatures?
Maybe he can't control it.
Can't he just have like a Leviathan pop out of this?
Just be like,
just like eat the aliens?
Yeah.
So what is in the ship, do you think? I thought it was like a bunch of women, like a bunch of dangerous ass women with like a bunch of Ripleys out of aliens.
Just coming out there. No, it looks like it's probably just
a bunch of aliens.
A bunch of aliens. Maybe the aliens killed all the women.
They had all the women.
Or like they took them away. Who knows?
Or they ate all the women in order to, I don't know, maybe stop the procreation of that species, of humankind.
Let's be like, you can just hang out with your stinky selves. No ladies.
Well, the question becomes, how is there so many men? Like, how long ago did the women go extinct?
Yeah.
Like, and is there still some sort of like, how do you keep it populating if there's no females?
Well, I imagine it can't have been that long ago.
Exactly.
And it was probably when Tom Holland was like a baby or a small child.
Right.
Because it seems like he's either the youngest or one of the youngest ones there. So it can't have been longer than a generation, really. Yeah.
So if you guys enjoy this concept but want to read it in reverse, there's Why the Last Man, which I don't know if it got picked up or not. It might have.
I heard it got picked up for a TV show.
Yeah.
So it's a great series of graphic novels. You guys should highly recommend it.
I don't know if you guys can hear that. My refrigerator wanted to be in the reaction video with us. Normally I flip off the power, but this trailer dropped in, so we excitedly just got over here and started shooting. Yeah, check out Why the Last Man. It's in reverse, like I said, where it's the last guy on Earth in a world full of women and trying to uncover like how that happened and the adventures therein and whatnot.
Yeah, and like finding a cure and all that stuff. Yeah.
It's not what you think it is. That's the funny thing. It's like, it doesn't play out into the story you think it's going to be when you get there.
Yeah, and maybe this movie isn't gonna play out
To the obvious.
Yeah, to the obvious, which is, and obviously what we thought at first was just the whole like, oh, must repopulate, because that's immediately where your mind goes when
Right.
it's like one entire sex dies out and then there's only one representative of that.
Like I said, my first thought was, until recognizing that this was skewing more towards young adult, like this will probably be PG-13, right? My first thought was the end of 28 Days Later, where, you know, we promised them women. You know what I'm talking? Have you seen 28 Days Later?
I don't remember.
Okay, well, in 28 Days Later, at the end, basically there's a handful of women and it's a fort full of male soldiers, and they have not had any female action in a long time.
Oh God.
And so these women are basically like become sort of almost, sex slaves, sex servants until Cillian Murphy breaks them out. If you haven't seen 28 Days Later, I just ruined the third act for you. So there you go. Spoilers, sorry.
But that's where your mind goes. It's like, oh God, she's now in a world full of men.
We haven't talked about the elephant in the room. How's Daisy Ridley as the blonde?
It's all right.
It's different. She doesn't look anything like
Tom Holland was pretty surprised. He's like, oh my God, she's blonde.
And not Finn. What's her name? Ray. Yeah, that's her name.
Right.
Star Wars. I just tried to block that out.
I was like, it's the Star Wars Marvel movie crossover.
Right.
Oh.
I was thinking about that.
Yeah.
So do you like her more as a blonde or as a brunette?
I think she's fine either way. Yeah.
That's what I say about you. You guys, thanks so much for hanging out with us. Hopefully you enjoyed some of that. Check out ACHARA KIRK on the social media. Subscribe if you haven't already. Check out our other reactions, reviews, short films, vlogs, and interviews. Let us know your thoughts. I'm excited to hear your interpretations of what's going on. What's inside that ship?
Yeah.
Is it a bunch of Mandalorians? So, that was stupid. I don't know why I said that.